Hello, hello. Good morning. So, I was gone last week. Um, you know, just right off the bat, this is probably going to be a shorter stream because I'm kind of sick and my throat is sore, and so it's hard for me. It's hard for me to talk a lot, but I still wanted to at least like be here at least for a bit, because I missed last week. So I'd feel bad canceling like 2 weeks in a row. Sorry about that. I don't want my coughing to be on the audio. But yeah, I am a little bit sick, but we're here with beautiful anime women, and so hopefully that will make me feel a bit better. But just a heads up, this will probably be like a shorter stream. I'll probably cut it around like 12 or whenever my throat no longer wants to cooperate with me. But this is simply the life we're living. Anyway, we have a fun little in-betweener kit this week. I'll probably work on it next week too, mostly because, I don't know, I just feel like she deserves at least a little bit more. But, thank you. Yeah. A nice little in-betweener kit. I still haven't fully decided what the big kit is going to be, my next big project is going to be, but the in-betweener project right now is this little 30-minute sister. She's just like a cute little goth girl, and hopefully she'll be fun. But yeah. My life has been happening. Here's the faces. We're gonna not look at them, but instead look at the rest of her. I also do have some, okay, I have this. I also do have a bonus part set because this is a 30-minute sister, which means she gets to have a bunch of like extra nonsense. This is just Gundam Legos. I love 30-minute missions. But she's got some funky stuff going on. This one has like a scythe, which is really sick. And so I'm excited to like give her a little scythe. I feel like she deserves one. I'm honestly surprised her like vanilla kit doesn't come with a scythe. Though her like regular vanilla weapon is pretty sick. She's got this cool little like trident thing going on, which is pretty nice. But the scythe is just so cool. Ah yeah, here's some of the like extra stuff you can do with it. But yeah, things have been happening to me in my life. I don't know why. Like I have like the little I have a new pocket notebook. I don't have it on me right now because everything is a mess, but I started a new pocket notebook. I have always been a big fan of using the field notes little notebooks. I think they make good notebooks. It's like the perfect size, and they do like grid and dot grid options, which is like what I prefer over just like straight lined. But they did a collab recently with the national parks, and so they released like a line of, because usually the ones that I get have like just plain black covers. Usually the ones that I get just have like plain black covers, but they came out with a line that has artwork of all the different national parks on them, and they're really nice. I'm very happy with it. I wish I could show you, but that is not, well, I don't have it all with me right now. It's upstairs somewhere else with my purse, and I don't feel like going to get that, so I'm not going to. You'll probably see it next week once I'm like hopefully back in full force. But yeah, I started a new pocket notebook. I don't know what's going on with me. I have been sick for like a week now. Like I don't know what's happening to me, but yes, usually I have my pocket notebook and I always like plan out a bunch of things for me to talk about. Oh wait, I have to pick a face for her to use right now. Okay. I'm gonna pick the one where she's got like a little evil smile. I think that one's cute. She's got a little evil smile. There's a couple other face plates. There's one where she's like kind of unhappy. There's another one where she looks like she's injured or something. But I'm still debating whether or not I want to do any custom stuff with this one. Because she is like, I do love doing like custom stuff, especially with these kits because they're basically built for it. But I'm like, she's really cute just like on her own. So I'm like, do I really need to? But at least, at the very least, I might like, I'm probably just gonna like touch up her face a little bit because ever since I started like touching up Mecha girl faces, wait, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Ever since I started touching up like Mecha girl faces with a little bit of like makeup, it honestly is like so much better. I don't think I could go back. Which is honestly kind of great being like a person that just has makeup. Because I don't have to buy, because I know some people use like pastels or some, like I've seen model kit like customizers buy makeup for the purpose of using them on model kits. But I am someone who uses makeup anyway, so like I just have some, so I don't have to buy any extra materials. And I love that you could just like use regular makeup and then just like top coat it so that it gets sealed in there, and it works great. And it makes the faces just look so much nicer, and it's not difficult to do either. Ugh. No, that's not the piece that I... Where's the piece that I need? Where is the extra piece that I... Supposedly, there's like an extra thing that she's supposed to have in here. Oh, I think that's only for that girl. I think it's only for if I am using that face, but I'm not. Oh, okay, I was like, is there another piece I have to put? Okay, thankfully there's not. I don't know why that specific face requires an extra little bit, but I guess it does. But yeah. I've been sick for like a week and I don't know why. It's just like it's not too bad. It's literally just like a regular summer cold. It's literally just like a summer cold. It just happens. I don't know why, but it does. Okay. But yeah. I don't know why. Like, maybe it's because I was off last week, but usually I plan out all this stuff to talk about, and I do. Like, I do have stuff planned out because I went over my notebook before I started. I always write stuff down, and I'm like, yeah, I could talk about this, and I could talk about that, and it's gonna be great. And for some reason, it just all conversational ability has just like evaporated from my body as soon as the stream started. I'm like, oh, excellent. I love that for me. But I have been living. I've been watching the same anime that I've been watching this season. I definitely think I've already talked about like what anime I've been watching. I have also been watching Western stuff too, actually. Is I think like biggest thing that I'm like I haven't talked about is I finished watching Baby Reindeer, which is phenomenal. It's on Netflix. I know. I feel like I should because I always talk about like anime, I feel like, or manga that I'm reading or watching. I feel like a good concept for an April Fool's episode for me would be just talking about like Western TV. Like, I'd have to do like prep work for it because obviously like I'd have to watch a bunch of Western TV. Though I do still like, even though it feels like I only talk about anime and manga, I promise you I do watch like Western TV sometimes. Like, I do. I'm not that bad, but I feel like it would be kind of funny to have an episode where I just talk about like Western TV. Because I feel like I don't really talk about it much. Because honestly, I don't watch it that much. It's like kind of bad. It's kind of a struggle. Because most of the shows that I like, usually if I'm watching TV, if I'm like sitting down to like watch a show, it's either 90% of the time it's anime, or it's like a K-drama. Like that's kind of my it. But like I almost feel kind of bad. But that's it. I think this one, I want to say this one goes on this side. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, no, I'm like, I do watch Western TV sometimes. And so I feel like it'd be kind of fun to have. I guess it would be a little bit of a joke episode. That's why I'm like, it would be a fun April Fool's episode where I only talk about Western TV and be like, yeah, I've only ever talked about Western television, you know? But there is like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, there's nothing good in like Western TV and movies. But like, which I can't say is like entirely false considering like the monopoly Disney has on the entertainment industry and how they're hell-bent on making nothing but like basically like the entertainment equivalent of nutritional slop, which is honestly debatable. It's more like the media equivalent of like of like cotton candy. But, you know, that doesn't mean that's like all there is to Western media and entertainment. I watched Baby Reindeer recently, which is really, really good. It's a show about a guy who gets stalked. It's a show about a guy who gets stalked. It's not great for him. Is this the correct side? Is this the correct side? No, it's not, actually. I just totally put the wrong piece on there. Well, that could have been bad. Yeah. I totally just put the wrong piece on there. This is the correct one. So she can have her little bangs. This one's kind of funky. I think it's always kind of funky with the 30-minute... with mecha girls in general. Based off their hairstyle, they always have like something funky and different going on with their hair, and it's always fun because they have different hairstyles, and the way their hair comes together, I feel like, is always different, and I think that's cool. Oh, I was supposed to put that first before I put this guy in there. I mean, it didn't end up making a difference. It still all got attached in there, and it looks, well, except for the fact where she has like a 10-mile forehead, but like that's fine. That's like fixable, I think. She'll have bangs soon. But yeah, no. There is like quite a bit of good Western television out there if you like actually watch it. Baby Reindeer is great. It's about a guy who gets stalked. I feel like I can't really say anything else about it because it's one of those shows that like you're better off just like getting in there. So much happens, which already the premise from the jump, it's about a guy getting stalked. Like that's already like kind of a lot happening. But I promise you, it is so much more than what you think it's going to be. And it's very well made. It's like a lot. It's very heavy though. It's very heavy. I have to like, I can't really like not give that bit of warning that it's very heavy. It's like pretty intense and there's a lot that happens. But if you can stomach, like, definitely look up like a list of trigger warnings before watching it, is what I will say. But if you can stomach watching it, I would highly recommend it. Like, it's a show, like, this sounds like a bad thing, but it like makes your skin crawl. There's so many parts in it that just like I could feel so viscerally, like in my veins, or I was like, ooh, like there are some episodes where I like couldn't finish it because it was just like making my skin crawl. Like I couldn't do it. Like I did not binge this because I couldn't. I like could not binge this show. But I still think it's really good and it's very heartfelt. It's very well made. And there's a lot of really good shows out there. Like I was watching a video recently about like shows that got unfairly canceled that like really deserve to have their comeback. And I honestly forgot that like Hannibal got canceled. 'Cause Hannibal is such a like cult classic. And I watched it, so I don't even think I finished it because I watched it like when it was in its Tumblr heyday, aka like when I was in high school, which I don't think I should have been watching that show in high school. Absolutely not. But so, and thus I don't think I finished it, but like it's actually a really good show. Like it actually is a very good show, even though I feel like people meme about it a lot. I still think it's like a very well made show, even though people meme about it a lot. A show can be two things at the same time. I feel like a show can in fact be two things at the same time. And so I'm like, man, I forgot that it got canceled. I forgot that it like didn't just have a proper ending like most other things do. It like got canceled by the network, which is kind of crazy considering how much of a cult classic it is now. there's so much going on with this girl's hair. This is kind of crazy. There's so much stuff going on with her hair. Like, okay. But, sorry, I'm still a little bit sick, but, yeah. And also, there's, like, I know, like, no one likes any of the Disney Star Wars stuff, which is pretty fair, honestly. Most of it is not very good. It's kind of funny. My brother is, like, a big Star Wars fan. He's like super into Star Wars. And so he watches like all of the Star Wars shows that come out. He's like, well, I feel like it's not that he's like thinks that they're all going to be good. But he's like, well, I just want to know, like, what if? He's just a big Star Wars fan and will watch like any Star Wars thing, but he is also like picky and discerning. And so it's kind of nice that he'll just tell me if there's any Star Wars show that's like worth watching. Because when Obi-Wan and whatnot came out, I was like, should I watch this? And like Bad Batch or whatever the heck that was, I was like, should I watch this? This seems kind of cool, but I don't know if it's gonna be good. And then my brother was like, it's not that good. You don't have to waste your time watching it. And I'm like, excellent. Thank you for letting me know. I love having my designated Star Wars watcher to watch Star Wars for me and tell me what the good ones are so that I don't have to waste my time watching the bad ones. But he is also the reason why I watched Andor, which I feel like I've probably talked about Andor. Like, I watched it a while back. But, oh shoot. What? There we go. Her hair has so many like pieces to it. This is kind of crazy. Her hair has like oh my god, I almost dropped her. Her hair has like so many pieces to it. Actually, did I attach this correctly? Because this looks kind of wrong. I think this is supposed to be like, there's supposed to be something else happening in there that I think I messed up. We're going to take this off. There's so many layers to her hair. I'm like, please have mercy on me. Where's my little tweezers? I'm gonna have to do some head surgery on her. It sounds kind of bad. I'm like, whenever I have to like use my tweezers and get in there with like some mecha girls, I'm like, it feels like I'm lobotomizing her. Either that or I'm like doing brain surgery. It feels like I'm doing brain surgery upon this robot girl. I feel like lobotomizing is not a good way to put it. Is not a very good way to put it, but it's just what I think of. Where I'm like, yeah, I'm lobotomizing her. Okay. I think this goes this way because the hair, yeah, that's going this way and that's going that way. I attach this here. It's for her own good. Yeah, it's for her own good. It's just a necessary evil. Okay. And this goes on this side, which I did. This goes on this side. Maybe it's because I didn't trim this very well. Her hair is so much going on. There are some mecha girls with like pretty simple hair and some that are like this girl that has a lot going on. There we go. I think now it's fitting together because now there's like not a huge gap there, but I love that she's got a little bald spot. I'm kind of digging the bald spot actually. It reminds me of like, you know, like Edo era samurai where they have the little top of their heads shaved, and I'm like, I think it's kind of fun. I think it's kind of fun. She reminds me a little bit of that, and you know, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Oh yeah, and I have to put this side on yet another hair layer. Yet another one. Honestly, I think what I'm probably gonna do is finish her head and then peace out. My throat hurts, and I don't know how much longer I can talk for without, like, being in pain. But, which is rough. I wish I could have gone for longer. But yeah, my brother is the reason why I watched Andor, which is actually like really good. Out of all of the like Disney Star Wars nonsense, I'm like honestly surprised Andor got made. Yeah, before I lose my voice, I know. It sucks. My throat's been sore like all week, and I'm like, why? I always like, I sing in the car a lot. That's like something that I like doing, is I sing in my car a lot. It's one of life's little joys. It's one of her hair is like so many layers. I know we've said this, but like her hair has so many layers. Okay. And now we install her little bangs. Look at that! Her hair is, yes, her little head. I really like her hairstyle. It's cute. I like her hairstyle. It's cute. I do also have like alternate hair parts back. By the way, I'm not home right now. I am traveling for other reasons that I will go over hopefully next week, but because I don't want to dox myself. But yeah, I have extra hair parts. I have extra hair parts back home, but I also do like kind of like her little hairstyle. I think it's fun and cute. I'm just thinking about, honestly, I just want to like think about what things I might want to do with her, because I'm like, I might, here's how you exchange face parts. Because I'm thinking about whether or not like I want to change her design at all, like add stuff to her, because she's got this going. She's got this like cool little bat thing going on. I think it's really cute. I also got like the extra scythe parts and whatnot. But I also have like other options. Like I have other stuff that I could give Basher with that I think might also look cool and funky. I love her little like devil girl. I love her little like devil girl thing. She's so cute. And especially once I give her like I like the like, well, she's got like little bat wings, but this is like other bat wings and like other stuff going on that I actually really like. This scythe is gonna look so cool. I'm so excited to like give her a little scythe. But I'm like, part of me wants to do one of those like, I think like birdcage skirts, because I think those are funky. There's a Miku figure with a skirt like that has like the little like birdcage skirt, and I think it's a really cool looking figure, and I kind of want to give her like one of those. I don't know, I might like just for like a little extra flair, so she's like kind of like got the Grim Reaper thing going on. I also like the little bat thing. I might make it look kind of like a spider web. Who knows? I also don't know how I'm gonna make it either. That's another thing I'd have to think about, is I don't know how I would even make it. I mean, I think I could. I don't think it would be that difficult. But I just gotta think about like what material I want to make it out of. Because I don't really have anything that like I don't really have anything that like any other parts, like at least in terms of like model kit parts that are similar. But yeah, I think yeah, I think this might be where I have to cut it. My throat hurts and I don't want to lose my voice and I want to be back for next week to have like a full proper stream. So I'm gonna be resting my voice a bit. Thank you for watching. Sorry, I'm not going for longer. Yeah. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and week, and I will be continuing to work on this girl next week, and yeah. I will see you next week. Bye bye.